Yeah, man. I think I like my iPhone better. Why is it like that? Oh yeah, it's the glare from the light. Was doing this on my Galaxy, but I like my iPhone a little bit better, especially with taking thumbnails. But show you guys the update on the enclosure here in just a minute. Get all set up here. Do an update and I'll show you guys what I'm doing. And then the video will come out pretty soon. Okay. Yeah. I like my iPhone better. For now. Yeah, that shows pretty clean rather than that Galaxy Note 9. Yeah, that's real clean. But let's go over here and look at the enclosure real quick and see what all I've done. Because anybody that comes on the live is getting a live update. But everybody else is pretty much going to have to wait for the video to come out. So, show you guys basically what it's looking like in about 2 or 3 minutes. I'll show you guys kind of what it looks like. Because I think what I'm going to do is just start taking the live videos down and not even keep them up. Just give everybody the live experience. You know what I mean? I did some updates on the Trailblazer on TV. And man, if you follow my Instagram, the lights I put in the back and everything to try to display the amps, they were cheap. It's like $11 for those things. And it plays with the music too. But they were cheap. I bought them and put them in the TV. And they actually turned out pretty good. So I'm impressed with them. But yeah, I put those in TV. I got the porch painted white, but I've ran kind of out of ideas what to do with the outside trim. I kind of know what I'm doing with, it's gonna be two-tone on it, on the enclosure. But as far as the ports go, I kind of ran out of ideas on what to do. I was just gonna go ahead and paint it all white, but I think it's gonna clash a little bit, but I think I'm gonna just have to deal with it. Yeah. Hey, this is my good shirt. I ain't mean to put this one on. Dang it. Dang. Well, I ain't getting no glue or nothing on it. But I got my corners. I'm gonna go ahead and put my corners in the box today. And then I'm going to, I think that's it, because Thursdays, like during the week, I don't really too much like doing a whole lot of work, but I'll get something done just to make sure, you know, I'm productive. But I use this paint right. Well, let me just show you what the ports look like as of right now. Let me just show you. I like my iPhone. I like streaming on my iPhone a lot better. All right, here we go. I'm not real worried about this right here because I can turn this way and make sure that it's not seen. So that's what you'll see basically looking at the port. You won't even see any of that other stuff. But like what I was talking about, this outside trim right here, I'm not sure if I'm gonna paint it white or put some material on it. I'm just not sure. There's 2 coats. Let me show you. And what I like to do when I'm painting is I like to use a flat base paint, no gloss, no semi-gloss or anything like that on the wood, because it would come out terrible. I did that on another project that I was working on, and it was just terrible. So I used this one right here, this Rust-Oleum, white, flat. And this is 2 coats on here. And it took like two cans to get it to this kind of white color. Now, you look real close. See that? Yeah, I didn't do a lot of sanding, but I did some sanding. But it's all good, man. The box is gonna look good. Now after that, I'm gonna put on some clear coat, just to protect the paint. The paint has been drying since yesterday, so I'm gonna knock that out today too. Now, you may notice I've got the stripping on there. And what this is for, this is gonna keep all the air coming out the port. Now, when I did this, I had the crazy screws on here. So what I did was just covered up the crazy screws with this. And yeah, that'll keep it seamless and no air get in there. And then that'll be just right. No air was getting on the outside of here, but I just didn't want to get any air trapped in any of these cracks. So that's the reason why I went ahead and did this on the box. Not real worried about the corners inside the box, but I might end up putting some of this on the inside of the box too, in the corners. So that's what the ports look like. And again, I'm gonna put some of this on there here in a little bit and get that done and get my corners in. Now, I got two, here's my 245s, 45 degrees. Here's my 245s that's going inside the enclosure. And I'll be putting those in. And let's go look at the enclosure now. Take these 45s with me. Now, the last time I test fitted these things in, it was a tight fit. And I mean, it was tight. And so, with saying that, I'm not gonna put them in right now until I'm ready to glue them and nail them in. Normally with my 45s, I don't screw them in, I nail them in because the glue is gonna do the work. So this is basically, let me step back a little bit. This is basically what the enclosure looks like. Let me take that out of here. This is gonna be one of the braces. I still gotta brace the box too. And I use this mallet a lot on this thing, but I gotta get another spacer right here. And I've got the spacer up there, all glued and nailed in. And I've got the spacers on this side. There's no reason for spacers here because the ports or nowhere near it. And that's the reason why. There wasn't enough clearance. Like, I mean, it was like this. It was minute, and I didn't have enough clearance to put that port in. I probably could have brought this down a little bit more, but probably about an inch more, but I didn't. So I just went ahead and did the spacers, which it gives it a better look anyway. I think I'm gonna leave those spacers exposed instead of, you know, covering them up with carpet or something like that. I don't know yet. But I got my carpet in from Parts Express. So, you know, I like to use charcoal carpet on all my boxes. That's what I do on all of them. I carpet all my boxes. And right here, that's the charcoal. It's charcoal carpet. That's what I get all the time. I don't get the black because the black, man, it picks up a lot of lint. You don't like that. You won't like that. But that's it, the charcoal. I got some vinyl. I got some black vinyl right there. But I don't know. Hadn't really decided about using that black vinyl or not. But I got it in that bag. All right, so another thing I wanted to say about using pocket holes. Typically, you want to put them on the outside. You could put them on the inside if you want to on a joint that's not going to be a corner joint. Any carpenter usually would tell you that, but you want to put them on the outside here. And what you do if you want to, now, of course, this doesn't look good stained, right? So what you do, you double layer it, or you take an 1/8 inch, same type of material, set this back at 1/8 inch, and then put it on top of it. And that's what makes your strong joint. That's a pro tip right there for you. If anybody listening, that's a pro tip for you. But you always want to go on the outside here because these pocket holes, they make an angle. So if you put this angle in like that, see that? It's angling into the box that way. If you put it on the other side, it's angling out that way. So it's coming out. So which means you're going to hit out here. And your box is going to break. So that's why you put it on the outside so the angle in. And it's on the outside. See, the pocket hose is right here. But I fill these in with 1/4 inch, 3/8 inch dowels. And what you do, you take your long stick here. Take your long stick, cut these up. And I had some on the floor over here, some extra ones. And cut them up in about, let's see. Yeah, here we go. There's one. Anyways, you cut them up in sizable pieces, put a lot of glue on there, and stuff them in there. And that's where you see kind of these black marks, because I shoved them in there with a mallet and got them in there. And then cut them off with a sonic tool. That's another pro tip. Get your sonic tool like this. And then run it up. You'll see it on my video whenever I post it. And then run it up in that sucker. Smooth cut. And then and that's how you get. Now let me show you something about that. Just so you know. Now, if you're gonna stain, again, this method won't work for you because you'll see this through the stain. And that's why they sell 1/8 inch hardwood. And what you do is you just sit this back at 1/8 of an inch. And you know what I'm saying? Or you get you a 1/2 inch so you can actually do the measurement. Set this back at 1/2 an inch, get it all in there, and then put your cover board on it. And that's how you do it. That's how they doing it, man. Guarantee you, I mean, if you're crash screwing, that's how you use that. But what I want to show you about those Craigs when you do them right. Like I said, you can do them on the inside, but you better use a lot of glue because it just makes for a stronger joint to do them on the outside. But my enclosure, the entire thing is Craig, but you can't even tell because see, all that is glued in. I mean, all of that was cut out with the same method I just explained. So that's the reason why this thing is so daggum strong. Because I use Craig's and glue and fiberglass. What you call it? Strong. It's a strong enclosure. Because Papa don't just throw anything together, man. I actually put a little bit of time into my projects and what I do. Because that's what it is. Yo, what up, Hypertrax? All right. So now that we got that out of the way, what else? Yeah, there's really no reason for me to plug these over here. The display is going to be right here. So the display is going to be right here. So there's really no reason for me to, no reason for me to, well, actually, I'm sorry. Let me take that back. There's no reason for me to do that over there. It was reason for me to do this right here because it's going to be thin material on there and you'll be able to see the indentions in it if I left them exposed. So that's the reason why I plugged this side. Don't have to plug the other side. Don't have to plug the back side because that's where the amp rack is going to be on the back of the box. There'll be an inch and a half between to keep the amps from rattling and all of that stuff. And then the box, of course, will be mounted down. This one's going in my Tahoe. It's going to be 612s. This box is tuned to 32 hertz. And I think it's 11 and a half cubes, maybe 12, something like that. But yeah, that's where this one's going. So I'm going to put it's dry. I'm going to put a port in here so y'all can kind of see. One-handed. Bye, y'all. So here you go. Let me take this out. It takes two hands to take it out because I don't want to sit there and mess it up. Well, matter of fact, let me show you. Put you in here. See right there? Okay. See, that's where the clearance is. See, I could have went down a little bit more to keep the sub from hitting the bottom. From hitting the port. But I wasn't thinking. And but you know, there's always a fix to everything. So yeah, I hope it does, Hyper, man. I think it's going to look pretty cool, man. The thing about it is I don't keep boxes long, man. I'll build this sucker and then end up selling it. So so yeah, it'll be up for sale. The only thing about it, when I sell boxes and stuff out of my rides, I got excuse me. I got to remember to try not to personalize them. And that's the biggest thing. Like, because most people ain't going to want a box with somebody else's name on it. That's just silly. But yeah, I'm making sure I don't personalize it to like my vehicle and everything. So that way it'll match other vehicles, or even if it doesn't, it'll be feasible for the most part. So but yeah, most likely I'll end up selling this box pretty soon. I'll have a little bit of fun with it and then turn around and sell it. So let's take a look at the other side, and I'll put that port in. Like that. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the speaker and put it in so you can see what I'm talking about with the clearance. No, stay right there. All right. Now take the sub, put it in here. Now this is the side that's got the spacer on it, so. So, let's see, let's turn it this way. No, it's gotta be that way. There. Let's see. It's a certain way I had to turn this thing to keep it from hitting. There we go. There it is. Okay. So there it is right there. See that clearance? Gave me just enough. And I had to orientate the sub a certain way to keep it from hitting the daggum port because I didn't bring it down far enough. So you have to orientate it like that. So up and down. I was gonna put like down here to match. Oh yeah, it's enough. It's enough as long as it doesn't hit anything. Yeah, it's enough space. It'll react just fine. Yep. Hold up. They're pretty sub. Look at the spacer. Dead on the money. Yeah, it is close. It is close, but it'll be fine. It'll never hit that port ever. And if it did, I'll add another spacer on here and then it'll be up some more, but nah, it'll be fine. So I'm gonna take this port out first and then take the sub out. All right. So that's that. Whew. Yeah. Man. Oh, that was something else. But I'm gonna go ahead and get these corners in. These 45s in the corners, they'll go in the back side of the port. I mean the wall. I said the wall. I'm thinking about my daggum Trailblazer. But they'll go in the back of the enclosure, and then I'll glue those in, nail them in with the nailer. And then I will proceed to put some clear coat on those ports because they're pretty much done painting them. Not really. I think I'm gonna go ahead and paint the outside of it and just go ahead and leave it white. So I guess I'm not done really painting it, so I can't put a clear coat on it because I want to put a clear coat on the entire thing at once. But yeah, I'm a little tired today, so I'll just get that piece done. I don't expect to get done with this thing because I got a show to go to this weekend, and I've got the Sundown show to go to next Saturday, 14th, and I don't have any shows left for August, I don't think. So I should have this going by, I think I'm gonna take my Tahoe to the Newport show. I don't think my doors will be ready. I usually take about 2 weeks per door, so it'll take me about a month to get my doors complete in a Tahoe. I'm gonna try to fit 8. Well, I ain't gonna say nothing. Either way, they're gonna look nice. I'm not gonna do them panel style. I'm gonna do them. I'm not gonna do them panel style. I'm gonna do them. What you call it? Man, I'm exhausted. The other way. Pod style. Yeah, I'm gonna do them pod style. Okay. All right. So, little interruption there. I got a phone call. So anytime I get I got on my do not disturb, but anytime I get a phone call, it'll mess up my live. That's why I don't really do it on my iPhone, but my iPhone shows so good. So, but I'm a jet on out of here, man. But that was a Wolfram 12 AU. That's a 2500 watt RMS one. I'll be wired to I think 0.67 for all of those. So I appreciate you hanging out with me, man. And let me show you this last thing before I'm out of here. Put those in there. Really, really cheap lights.